Hey, this is Samuel from Scenthack, and today I'm on Ellis Island. So I came on the wrong side of the island, but if you could see, my camera is not taking the best quality right now, but there it is. And this is Sam from Scenthack. Hey there, this is Samuel from Scenthack, and don't worry about that train, it's now moving. This is actually like a state park. See, I've been to this park a couple of times. I remember the first time I saw the Statue of Liberty, I was in Ghana, and that was the first time the Superman movie had come out, the original Superman movie. And I think he flew by the Statue of Liberty, and it looks so huge. It looks so huge and so big in the movies, And I remember a couple of years later when I came to the United States and I had the opportunity to come here and visit the island. My uncle actually took me here and I saw it, and it was just like an amazing, memorable moment. And the statue didn't look actually as big as it was in the movies, but it's always like surreal just to look at it, So over here used to be the Liberty State Park, I used to have the train stations. This train used to run. It's no longer running, but they preserved it as a state park. It's being fenced and it's kind of preserved. When you actually look across, behind me is New York. So Ellis Island is bordering New York, which is like behind me. Over there, the tall buildings and stuff like that. They have a couple of like ferries that run from this island toward the island, and then also they have some ferries that go from here into New York. So it's a bunch of cool stuff to do over here. But anyway, today what I'm talking about, what I'm reviewing is the Indian Sandalwood. I have reviewed, let's say about a year ago, I reviewed the Arabian Sandalwood. I also recently, very, very recently reviewed the Tunisian Sandalwood. And now I also have the Indian Sandalwood, And I remember when I reviewed the Arabian Sandalwood, I talked about how thick and how natural the Arabian Sandalwood oil is, And this is sort of like that. Actually, the three oils, get this thing off my screen. Okay. Yeah, so Arabian Sandalwood, Tunisian Sandalwood, and Indian Sandalwood, they have a very common theme, a very common base, in the sense that they are all sandalwood, you could find in the names. The botanical name for the Indian sandalwood is the Santalum album. The Indian sandalwood, this is where most of the sandalwood oil comes from, So if you smell perfume or you smell perfume oil, fragrance oils, and you smell sandalwood, the sandalwood actually comes from this Indian sandalwood. This Indian sandalwood is very, very sandalwood. That's like the best way to describe it. When you compare this one to the Arabian sandalwood, this is like a more, let's say, more intense concentration of sandalwood. Like you could feel the wood more, of the woodsy, musky feel that you get from sandalwood. This is more intense, not too intense, like in a very overpowering way, but it's stronger, in terms of the concentration of sandalwood that you get from this compared to the Arabian sandalwood. The Tunisian sandalwood, which I did a review a few weeks ago, also has the sandalwood, but also it's more kind of like a little bit more rosy, and a little bit more rosy. It has some bergamot and lime in the top notes, and also the base, it has patchouli, musk, and vetiver, the heavy notes, but the Tunisian sandalwood has more of a rosy powdery feel. This also has like a little bit of rosy, like a slight powdery feel, but it's very, very woodsy and very, very natural, super natural, but not overpowering. you know Indian sandalwood is running rare. I'm so glad I have it, because it's been kind of like one of those endangered species. Like the trees are getting endangered. So actually, when you go to India, they have placed some kind of restrictions on it. So if you have even if you have like if you have like the sandalwood tree, you cannot harvest it. Even if it's in your own property, in your own land, you cannot harvest it. Like you need to get permission from the government or something like that. And even like the sandalwood that is grown on a large scale is kind of like heavily regulated. So the oil is becoming extremely rare. It's becoming extremely rare because a few years ago, the sandalwood was called actually the wooden gold. Like the wood gold, just because of how beneficial it is. Of course, you get the fragrance from the sandalwood tree. The oil actually is in the sap of the tree, so it's in like the sap is like the middle or the core of the tree. So they had to, in order to get to the oil, they had to like cut the whole tree down before they get the oil. You get the fragrance oil. So the tree itself is not fragrant, but inside the tree, the core of the tree has the sandalwood oil, which has the fragrance. Now the oil is also very useful. In the past, in folk stories, it's been a lot of mentions of the oil being used for healing purposes. Like the number of things that you could use the oil for is just amazing. Like the healing purposes, if you have like if you have cold, if you have like a sore throat, if you have like a gallbladder infection, if you have like inflammation of the mouth, if you even have fever, it's so many things that in the past they'll use the wood for. The wood is also used for incense, and the sandalwood itself is used as a base for many different oils, So yes, it is fragrant, but it also has a lot of natural healing abilities, capabilities, And like I said, it's been limited, it's been very rare, and I could see like in a few years from now, or in a few, it wouldn't be long from now, like it would be hard to find the Indian sandalwood, because it's been very rare. There's only about 4 or 5 different countries that largely produce the sandalwood. Australia produce their own sandalwood. India, of course, Indonesia, among the countries that make sandalwood. So I'm very glad to have this. It's very natural to use. It's very different from the 3 sandalwoods that I talked about. It's something that, if you smell from the bottle, like I said before, if you smell from the bottle, they will somewhat almost smell almost the same, but when you put it on, that's when you can tell the difference. And if you like Arabian sandalwood, if you like Tunisian sandalwood, the Indian sandalwood is something you could add to your collection. I'm glad I have it. Like I said, I use it naturally. Like I always say, with the natural oils, if the regular perfume oils or the regular scented oils are too strong for you, this is something that you could get in touch with. Even for babies, for young kids, or even if you're starting with oils, this is a good place to start. The Indian sandalwood oil. It's very thick, very thick oil. When you apply, it stays on your skin for a long time, and then it projects decently. And something that has like a natural, medicinal, and a lot of history to it is something that I really truly like, and I've come to like appreciate a lot. So this is the Indian sandalwood. Just a quick recap: the Arabian sandalwood is like a milder on the woody, the wood, and the cream, the sweetness. Indian sandalwood is like more like the sandalwood, but it's not like strong, like overpowering and too strong, but it's like more like the intense, like the true sandalwood. If you love sandalwood oils, like this is it, And then of course the Tunisian sandalwood also has a sandalwood in it, but it also has some lime and it has some roses, for the Tunisian sandalwood. So those are like the main differences between the sandalwood, So if you have this oil, if you use this oil, let me know what you think. If you leave your comments below this video, or even on the website. If you need to get this oil, the Indian Sandalwood oil, you could get it from me. You could get it from Scenthack, our Scenthack, the Scenthack store. It's $5.99 for this bottle. Like I said, this oil is getting rare and rare. You could get it from Scenthack.com, $5.99 for a bottle. Personally ship it to you, free shipping. So make sure that you jump to the website and get your bottle. Even better still, you can click on the link below this video. It's a link below this video. Just click on the link. It will take you to the website, and you can get it from there as well. Like this video. If you're not subscribed, please make sure you're subscribed, because that's the only way you get my new reviews when they come out every week. I'm also making a series. It's called making a series on different groups of oils. Like I just did the top 3 citrus oils. Very soon I'll do the top aromatic, I'll do the top spicy, and then I also do the top powdery. Different types. So stay tuned. Make sure you subscribe. The subscription button is right here below this video. Make sure you subscribe so you get my new videos when they come out. Again, leave your comments. If you miss anything in this review, you could jump to the website. I do write a blog post of the reviews. I do put the notes. I do catch up on there as well. So visit the website, Scenthack.com. Again, the links are below this video, and you could catch up on the notes and also the written review of this oil, and also all the oils that I've done. You could catch up from there on the website. But the oils that I mentioned, I've done reviews on all the oils: the Arabian sandalwood, the Tunisian sandalwood, and now the Indian sandalwood. So the links are also below this video. You could watch the old reviews that I did. It's been a while, but they still have a lot of value, and catch up on watch the reviews as well. Or better still, even go to the website. So make sure you like this video. Take care. Until next time.